I was just saying this to my sisters today, how everyone comments on my pregnancy like they know exactly what's going to happen with my body, and it feels like the equivalent of saying like, oh, my cousin has thick hair, so you will have thick hair, or I ran a 5-minute mile, so you'll totally run a 5-minute mile, or I got pneumonia once, so you'll have pneumonia. Like, things that happen with our bodies are so different and specific to every single person, and you would never say any of those things to anyone. But then with pregnancy, all of a sudden everyone's like, oh, we're all the same. In every other category of life, we're not. But as soon as someone gets pregnant, everything that happens to other people will happen to them too. And it's not like people are trying to be rude. It just, no one thinks about that. No one talks about that. And when you actually think about it and you're in that position, it's like, that makes no sense. Because the more that you talk to other pregnant women, watch people's stories on YouTube, it's like, wow. Some moms, I saw this lady who her first birth was like 28 hours of labor. Her second one was 7 hours of labor. Her third one, she was like 5 centimeters dilated. And then 40 minutes later, she had her baby. Like, you couldn't even tell her what to expect with her own body after she already had kids. Like, it is so different. There is just no way of ever knowing what's gonna happen. So just, it's nice to be aware of when you talk to people. Like, if you wouldn't tell someone whether or not they're going to get cancer or win the lottery, then don't tell someone what's going to happen with their pregnancy. I know that sounds drastic, but it's actually not that drastic because of how completely unique every experience is. So unique. I think I can feel the difference too from people where some people are just being really nice and helpful, and they're like, oh, when I had morning sickness, I did this. That's not telling someone what's going to happen, you know? It's not like you can never make any comments ever. And you can feel people's intentions where they're just like being kind and loving. But then there's other things where people are like, oh, get ready for this, where they're like had a bad experience or they have fears, and that's totally legit, but they're like pushing it on you. And it's like, that is not helpful to anyone. Even if it's true, even if it comes true, it's not helpful. And again, those people never, ever mean to do anything wrong. They're probably not even thinking about it. It's just something good to be aware of that we could all work on, including myself. I'm really learning from it now. Like, no one talks about this. No one even really thinks about this, to my knowledge. But it would be very helpful to mothers around the world if we all just step back and remember, like, I'm not in your life. I don't know your situation.